Well, I can't sit around the house anymore. I had the issue with my hub. Got it fixed. That was a deal because you got to get the right lubricant with those vaults. And it was just slinging grease. Anyway, got that supposedly fixed. We're going to test it out. So I'm running the Table Rock. And the weather's been really weird here. You know, it's just dreary and whatnot. I guess that's the way it is around this part of the country. You know, I'm from up north and west. And this is all, you know, semi-new. I don't remember it like this. But anyway, so we're going to go to Table Rock, Clearwater. We're going to test this hub out, drive it down there, you know, 30, 40 miles. And see if we can do, or like get on some, I like those spotted bass. I mean, they're pot-bellied little guys down here. They're pretty cool. But anyway, we're waiting to go to Florida, to the Harris Chain, and hopefully like this whole pipeline thing gets it worked out, because you know, I'm not going down there if I can't get fuel, obviously, and I don't think anybody else will. But I'm hoping that gets worked out. Craziness. So anyway, yeah, Harris Chain's going to be an interesting tournament, because I don't think anybody's really had a large tournament down there, right? A large tournament down there at this time of year, where it's kind of like, you know, you are in the post spawn for sure. You're looking at 70-degree water temperatures, you know, and the, you know, daytime temps in the, you know, 90s. It looks like it's already that way. So it's going to be like pretty crazy, and I think it might play into my hand because I'm used to fishing the summertime growing up. I just don't want to get caught into like just catching a bunch of little fish, you know. But anyway, it'll be fun. I've never been there. I didn't pre-practice because I'm going at it a little bit different. Obviously, I had the hub issue, so I couldn't anyway. But you know, I'm just gonna go by instinct and not really over plan. I need a flexible plan. You know what I mean? I want to keep everything flexible and just like fish with gut instinct. That seems to work out for me better when I just do things and just rely on feelings. But anyway, we're headed, you know, Table Rock. If you guys aren't familiar with it or whatnot, it is an awesome lake. 3 species, you know, or 3 subspecies. You know, you got largemouth, smallmouth, and spots. Oh, son, first kid. Get over here. Get over here. Look at that dude. The old jigger. Got him, son. Beautiful fish. Better put him back, because I don't know. That might be a male or about 3 1/4. Get it ready. Oh. Go. Get back to your spot. Jigging. Not bad. It's the first time I've ever been to this spot.
but it just looks good. It just looks good, especially fish coming in from spawn, going into spawn, coming out, doing their thing. That's just a good fish. It's been a little tough on the rock today. I mean, it's post-frontal, water's high. I can see some fish chasing. I got that one good one, but I've only been fishing one cup, so we're gonna run to another one, run to another area. I'm not gonna run the whole lake. If they're not biting, they're not biting. And we'll see what happens, but make something happen, get another good one at least, just to round out the day. But this is about as tough as I've seen it here, and it's, you know, they're kind of that post-spawn like funk a little bit with a little bit of this cold front. So they're gonna, you know, the one I got, I just had him on the upper lip. He hit it, I must have just dropped her on his face. But I mean, I can see some on pan optics. There's a lot of bait. I think we're getting ready for that shad spawn. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it looks like there's a lot of shad pulling up around places where there's going to be some hard surfaces where they're going to spawn. But anyway, it is the rock, and there are fish here. One way or the other, you can get them. On the old bluff walls like they always be. Man, he went up there to keep out, but he sure is pretty. Dude, check out this. Table rock walleye here. You gotta watch out for them. They got them teeth. That's my first table rock walleye. That's cool. I was wondering, I could see some fish down there. Nice little walleye. I have to keep this spot in mind because they'll come in there just like some of the western canyon reservoirs, and they'll sit on there. Excuse me. Everybody likes to eat these, so I'm gonna let him go. Little kiss. Now I don't know what he did with my stiff. I was expecting a bass, but that was a pleasant surprise. trifecta today. There's a little smallmouth. Or actually, he might be a cross between us. He's a mean mouth. He doesn't even have, yeah. Pretty cool. I'll call him. Well, now he'd be more of a spotted bass. He's got a lot more there, but he has some smallmouth features. That's cool. But that's what I'm talking about, like coming from out west. Hey, Table Rock is like the closest thing that I can come to from like a Colorado River reservoir. Besides the water clarity is not as clear really here at this part of the lake. If you go to the other part of the lake, it is. It's super clear. But you never know where you're gonna catch here really. Like, I just caught a walleye, caught a spotted bass, and then that one has, you know, that had some smallmouth genetics to it. Then I caught a real nice largemouth, and then we're all within a probably quarter mile, half a mile. And it's you know, it's an awesome place to come visit. I'm gonna be down here, like I said, if anybody wants to come and fish. Getting off that Table Rock reservoir, man, it's kind of tough. The rock's not fishing good, right? You know, as it usually is. I think it's because we just had this huge front come through, and now it's like bluebird skies here. Woo! You know, the trailer almost hit me. Anyway, so I only came down here for a couple hours because I just, you know, I got the new hub, want to check it out. So I come down here and just hit a couple coves I've actually never been to. I went to Shell Knob, which I've never been to. I know that's crazy because I've fished a lot of Table Rock over the last few years, but mainly in the main basin over there and then Kimberling City area. But it's but this area is, the water's a little dirtier than I'm used to for Table Rock. But hey, I got about a 3.25, 3.5 pound largemouth, some decent spots. I caught a walleye. So I think there's a lot more walleye that's set up on where I was at. It's just like, it's not that I got lucky. I thought I had a bass, but once you kind of figure out what the walleye do, man, you can really get into them, because I think there's quite a number of them. And it does look like a good, like from some of the places I've fished in the West, you know, some of these areas do look very, you know, eye-ish, if I can say that. But I pulled out some big guns. I got the one on a jig, which is pretty standard. Then some little drop shot stuff. And that's just, a couple hours catching a few bass. And then unfortunately, I know you see, I caught a sunfish and he didn't make it. So I got to do the right thing. I'm taking him with me, and I'll fillet him up, and I'll probably cook him in some butter or whatever. And usually they're pretty good. Those are one of my favorite fish, and that's why I spend a lot of time like working on them. Because I was like, well, maybe I can get him. But he sucked it down so bad, and I couldn't get my pliers, behind his gill rakers well enough, because they're so small. If you would like to, I am down here in southern Missouri now, for at least a little while for the tournament season and whatnot. And I will take people out. Obviously I'll charge a little money. It'll be a guided trip. But if you want to message me, I'll take you out. We'll go slam some spotted bass, and hit the largemouth up here and there. And then if you go to the main basin, I can hit some of those smallmouth. But if you're coming down to Table Rock, might as well give me a call. I have a boat, obviously. I got the equipment, and you're gonna have a good time. But anyway, like and subscribe, and I'm put some more stuff out, and then we're gonna head to Florida Harris Chain. Kind of excited to do that because I have some things up my sleeve, and I'm just like, will they play there? Will I be able to really try them out at this lake? And if they do, then it's something that hopefully not too many other people are doing, and it'll work out in my favor. At least come home with at least $9 grand. For love of God, I need to do that. I can't believe I haven't. It's like have one bad day that always screws me up. The 2 tournaments, actually even Toyota Series had a bad day that really just hosed me, and then a second day
you know, or the subsequent days, man, I do all right. Anyway, like, subscribe.